Well, welcome. What it do with the business is, man? It's your boy DT3 the Boom Beezy, man. And I'm back at you on the Box Talk podcast, man. Box Talk 198, man. Build your brand of fight. I just want to thank everybody for sliding in, man. Got a lot of shit we gonna cook on tonight, man. Just had some bad news, some shit happened as far as my health was concerned, but I just want to let everybody know that I am a-okay. I know probably a couple people that do follow me on Instagram probably wondering what was going on. Had a little couple situations, had a little heart condition, slight probably was having either a slight stroke or a slight heart attack, one of the two. And I was admitted to the emergency room, and I was there for most of the night. But your boy's good. I'm in good health. All my X-rays and blood tests and everything came back negative, so your boy is gonna be in good health. Looks like the good Lord is gonna keep me here for a little while longer. But rest assured to just want to let the people know, man, when it comes to this boxing shit, like I always tell you, like I've been telling y'all from day one, man, real rap. Boxing is not real when it comes to combat sports, y'all. And a real thing, bruh. It's a very fraudulent, very fake aspect. It's all about building your brand. It's not really about fighting the best for real, for real. Because you got dudes like Javante Tank Davis calling himself the face of boxing. And he's using the narrative that is based on the numbers. And if you want to base shit based on the numbers, then the motherfuckers that's considered to be the face of boxing will be considered people like KSI, Logan Paul, and or Jake Paul. And rest assured to they resumes don't even compare into a fighter that's been considered to be a face of any combat sport. You feel me? Let me check the chat, man. Let me check the chat. I wonder why I can't check the chat. I don't see nobody. Okay, just want to double check that. Okay, what's up, BJ? We'll do with the folk. I was going hoping a couple of cats was gonna chime in and pull up on my live, man. But I really want to let y'all know, man. When it, like I said, when it comes to boxing, is a lot of these people that are really gonna do something in the sport of boxing. Y'all not gonna really give them no props, no respects, man. Like fighters like Devin Haney, even fighters like Terrence Crawford. Well, now he is because now Terrence Crawford popular. So now that Terrence Crawford got the popularity to come with his accolades, now he's gonna get all the respect and notoriety that he actually deserves prior to the Errol Spence fight. And since he's beat Errol Spence, and then in the fashion that he beat Errol Spence, he's gonna get all the notoriety and respect that he should have got before he fought the nigga. Now, when it comes to Jamel and Canelo, when it comes to that fight, everybody already know that Jamel didn't show up to that fight. Everybody know that Jamel didn't come there to win that fight. He didn't even fuck. He was just there for the check. We already know Jamel ain't gonna fight Tim Tszyu. He want to try to do what he can to get Crawford to fight somebody like Tim Tszyu, some shit like that. The best thing that we could see happening right now was Demetrius Boo Andrade versus David Benavidez. That's one of the best fights looking that's happening right now. Honestly, I don't I don't want to say that's a 50-50 fight. It all depends on who shows up that night. In my personal humble opinion, I don't like I said I don't want to say it's a 50-50 fight for real, for real. I really don't because I already know that David is gonna test Boo Boo Andrade's chin, and I already see that Boo Boo Andrade gonna touch the canvas sometime in that fight. I don't see Boo Boo Andrade putting David Benavidez on his ass, but I do think Boo Boo Andrade is gonna show a lot of tough heart, tough grit. He's gonna show a lot of that in the fight, but I don't see him dominating. I don't see him really doing too much. Maybe the early rounds will go to Boo Boo Andrade, the early rounds. But once he see that David Benavidez is just gonna sit there and walk him down, constantly stay in the pocket with him, because Boo Boo Andrade is not a dude that likes to fight in the pocket. He likes to move around, be slick. And then once he see that David Benavidez is gonna cut the ring off, kind of stop a lot of the outside foot game, the lead foot game type shit, with Boo Boo fighting southpaw and all that, it's just gonna be a long night for Demetrius Boo Andrade going forward. It will go 12 rounds, but I do see David Benavidez winning in a more so a unanimous decision. But like I said, I do think Boo Boo Andrade is gonna do well early. I think he's gonna do great early. I think he's gonna do awesome early. But once we get to like the mid and the late rounds, once we get into that aspect of the game, Boo Boo ain't gonna have it. He ain't gonna have it. He ain't gonna have the gas tank to keep up with the mobility and the moving and somebody constantly standing in his face throughout the whole duration of the fight. The only way I see Boo Boo actually doing something significant is if he hurts David early. If he hurt David early, what's up with Charles Dito? What to do with the fault? If he gets David early and discourages him early, finds him easy early, we talking a different fight. But I don't see that happening without David catching Boo Boo Andrade. And once Boo Boo Andrade gets caught, he is not gonna want to sit there in the trenches with David. He gonna get on his bicycle. He gonna start moving. He gonna start pot shotting with the jab. Start throwing lead left hands, all kinds of shit. He is not gonna want to stand there with David once David catch him with some hot shit. Not going down. He's going to get on that bicycle and start moving. And that's when David is going to constantly put forward pressure on and start dictating the pace of the fight. And that, I believe, is going to happen probably between rounds 5, 6, or 7. Because I think there are going to be some close early rounds with Boo Boo Andrade winning a good majority of them. But I don't see him doing anything with David Benavidez in the mid to late rounds at all. And I already know that David is going to more likely put Boo Boo Andrade on his ass if Boo Boo Andrade sit in the pocket. But if Boo Boo Andrade stays on his bicycle the whole fight and doesn't engage with David, that's gonna be a bad thing too. He ain't gonna be able to sit on his bicycle and box him from the outside for a prolonged period. He's gonna have to get in there and engage with David in order to beat him. That's the only way he gonna beat David is if he's willing to engage. For real, for real. What's up with MKB though? What to do with the folk? BJ Ben says, glad you're doing all right, fam. Hope you continue to heal. Andrade will serve his first L. A little too awkward for me. Yeah, man, I appreciate that, bro. I'll be all right, bro. I'll be all right. But yeah, I just don't see Boo Boo Andrade being able to carry this fight like he does with most of his fights. Like he just prolongs it, pot shotting, trying to stick the jabs down the outside. I don't see that working. He don't throw enough punches. He don't got enough volume. David will turn up on him and throw multiple punches and throw combinations. Boo Boo Andrade is not gonna throw combinations. And if Boo Boo Andrade comes in throwing combinations, he's already fighting outside his game plan, and he don't got the gas tank to to uh to maintain that for 12 rounds. Boo Boo Andrade is a 12-round fighter. He is not no knockout artist, and I know people was like to put that on a nigga, but Boo Boo Andrade is a 12-round fighter, bro. He's not trying to knock you out. He's not going to. Yeah, I think the first half is gonna be Andrade, but second half is gonna be David Benavidez, and I think the telltale thing is gonna be either David Benavidez putting Boo Boo Andrade on his ass, or just David Benavidez just outworking Boo Boo Andrade. It's just gonna be the work rate. It's literally gonna be the work rate. So with Lisa Bells though, do it the folk. MKB says David fighting a bigger version though, and Andrade might actually have something up his sleeve in later rounds. But you're correct. If Andrade doesn't have the best plan possible for the monster, I just don't see. Andrade really doing much. Like I said, Andrade is a 12-round guy. You know what I'm saying? This is a dude that's more unlikely trying to fight beat you on points. He's not trying to outwork you. He's just trying to outbox you. And David Benavidez is going to outwork him. He's going to push the pace of the fight. Trust me. Trust and believe. He's gonna push the pace. Mad Dog, what to do with the folk? LeBron, what to do with the folk? But yeah, that's what's gonna be the telltale. And in order for Boo Boo Andrade to have any major success in this fight consistently, he has to hurt David consistently. If he doesn't consistently hurt David, keep David at bay, make David constantly take backward steps, and respect his punching prowess, it's gonna be a sad, sad day. Brother Darkness, what to do with the folk? If he don't make him respect shit, it's gonna be a sad day. And he's just gonna press forward, press forward. He's gonna take the little jabs. David gonna work his way in, and eventually David's gonna start throwing multiple punches and throwing combinations. And Boo Boo Andrade is not gonna. He gonna be looking to catch him with one single shot. That's what he's gonna be looking for. He's gonna be looking to catch him with a good, slick, single, crisp shot, hoping that's gonna hurt him or put him to sleep. And that's how he's gonna fight him. And I'm telling you, unless that shit works, which I highly doubt, I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like I keep telling y'all, this boxing shit, bro. When it comes to y'all, the major dudes that y'all seeing out here, that y'all really big enough, that's hella popular, bro. These niggas is brands. They're brands, okay? They're more boxing is more about pushing your brand than actually doing something significant. I'm telling you right now. So when you look at the Deontay Wilders of the world, you look at the Errol Spencers of the world, the reason why we didn't get that fight when we wanted to get it as far as the Errol Spencer, Terrence Crawford, because motherfuckers want to build the brand to where if they take a L, if they lose a step, whatever the case may be, they didn't build up the brand enough to where it could sustain itself to some avail. These dudes ain't, if they was to fight the best early on in their career, their brands ain't big enough. These dudes ain't big enough. These dudes is brands. They not fighters. I know y'all want to believe that these dudes is the second coming of Jesus and they gonna do all this great shit and bring back the glory days of the sport of boxing. No. The shit dead, homie. The shit dead. Shakur Stevenson, I told your ass I was gonna give you some smoke and I ain't letting your ass get away with that shit. You should have took the goddamn fight with Devin goddamn Haney. Should have took the shit. Because when you take that fight and you win that fight, you can declare yourself as the man. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You're not in a position to dictate shit, bro. You're not. So I don't want to hear, oh, he offered. It don't matter. You're not in a position to dictate nothing. Just on the fact that they giving Tank Davis too much authority to dictate shit. And the nigga don't hold no real estate in no respectable division he fights in. Neither does Ryan fucking Garcia. Yet and still, these niggas getting say so. But they don't hold no world real estate nowhere, but because they have a huge following or they brand, so to speak, is big enough, they got say so. They got say so over motherfucker that really put blood, sweat, and tears and shit. Then Oscar De La Hoya bitch ass want to come for it, talk about Ryan Garcia won world champions. No, the fuck he don't. How he won world champions? How? When the nigga said belts don't matter. First the nigga said belts don't matter. Now the nigga won world champions, Oscar. So now belts matter after he fight Tank Dalo. Now belts matter when you fought for the check. When you get the bag, oh, the belts matter all of a sudden. I just don't worry. I wait. I got time. I got time. I want to know. See, that's why Showtime went to shit. And I think now I can't say for a fact in my personal humble opinion why HBO went away from boxing sports, but Showtime went to shit because you motherfuckers wasn't putting no motherfucking best against the best, top fighter against top fighter. That's why Showtime ain't stay in the game long. Showtime should have had the shit going popping all day long with Showbox, the next generation, all this shit. PBC supposedly had the biggest, actually can't even say supposedly. PBC had the biggest motherfucking boxing roster on the goddamn planet. So it made no good goddamn sense why we couldn't get the best fighting the goddamn best. What kind of shit is this we living in? Makes no good damn sense. And I was hoping and praying that you niggas wasn't gonna go to the zone. I was hoping y'all didn't do that shit. Cause if PBC slid they ass over there to the zone, I would not have let up on you niggas ever. All the shit y'all said about the zone, and then y'all go to the nigga, oh yeah, I ripped y'all the fuck up. Y'all did that shit. I think they're gonna go to Amazon too. I think they're gonna go to Amazon. I think they're gonna go to Amazon. Where else they gonna go? What other major network or platform is PBC gonna go to? It ain't gonna be what, Fox? Fox? Where? Fox Sports? Fox Sports don't got no pay-per-view shit. Who gonna what? Who? What major marquee platform is gonna put on these motherfucking shitty ass pay-per-views? When the zone doing way bigger numbers than these niggas. So where PBC gonna fucking go? Where they gonna go? I don't want to know where they gonna go. Cause like I said, man, it's about the brand shit. And why you think they doing what they doing with Queef Thurman? Why y'all think they doing what they doing with Queef Thurman, bro? Cause they still trying to get some money out that nigga, build the nigga brand up a little bit, build him up a little bit, and then they gonna put him out there to motherfucking boost Ennis. Watch what they do with him. Watch what they do with Queefy. They either gonna put Queefy in there with Mario Barrios the second time, which I doubt, or they're gonna put him in there with Jerome Boots Ennis. And Ennis is gonna beat the fuck out of Queef. Queef Thurman ain't about to do shit in the sport of boxing. So I don't want to hear nothing about Queef Thurman next fight. I don't want to hear shit. Queef Thurman ain't about to do a goddamn thing. Nothing. But run his mouth. All you niggas doing in boxing is running your goddamn mouth. That's it. That's all y'all doing. Running your mouth. That's what, bro. This is how you know that it's fraudulent. Everything about boxing, bro, in this day and age is all about a clout chase. It ain't about shit else. It's a clout chase. That's how you market yourself in the sport. You chase other niggas' clout. And then once you get to a certain level of clout, you shit on the other motherfuckers that was in your same position doing the same thing to get the clout. It's all about clout. Bro, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. What's up, Sly? What to do with the foe? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Queef Thurman about to fight. And it's like, for what? What Queef got? What Queef got to prove? What Queef gonna really do? Who he gonna fight? He gonna fight Terrence? No. Nah, he ain't gonna fight Terrence. He gonna talk about how he want Terrence now, but he don't really want to fight Terrence. So who we gonna fight? Who? Who? This shit's stupid, bro. Boxing is dead, homie. The realism, the realistic shit of it, the mono versus mono, real aspect, man versus man, to be the best, you gotta beat the best aspect of the sport is dead. Gone. Niggas chasing checks, bro. And then the excuses they making, the false is prize fight. Well, guess what? UFC is prize fighting. One championship is prize fighting. PFC is prize fighting. Because I know motherfuckers want to shit on what the fighters getting paid in UFC, but a lot of fighters in UFC going over to PFC and 1FC and getting paid more motherfucking money, and they getting more fights. So I don't want to hear that bullshit. You niggas in boxing is hella fucking greedy, and y'all about pushing brands. But let me put y'all up on game on how they push the brand shit and why they do it this way in the sport of boxing. So in combat sports like UFC and or MMA, right? When you are fighting for a particular, even in kickboxing, because certain promotion companies, you don't get to wear your own custom shorts. You have to wear the shorts of that promotional company. So in UFC, they are endorsed and promoted by Reebok. That's why you see a lot of the UFC fighters wearing Reebok. You don't get to see they sponsors on for them on they fucking shorts. You know where you see they sponsors at? They sponsors is on their little flag banner that they put over the ring when the fighters are getting introduced, because the sponsors are mainly for the avenue for the gym. That's how these UFC fighters maintain their sponsors, is they sponsors through the gyms, because UFC don't allow fighters to wear the sponsors on their shorts or trunks or whatever you might say. So that's that as far as MMA is concerned. It even happens in kickboxing. Same shit. But in boxing, if you are a professional boxer and Walmart wants to sponsor you, you can wear Walmart's logo on your shorts, right? And not only that, Walmart is not sponsoring more so just your gym. They're actually sponsoring you. You are more so the centerpiece. So you have to understand that aspect when it comes to the sport of boxing too. So you become more so an asset in the sport of boxing. That's what you become. When you are an undefeated fighter and you have these sponsors, you become an asset. And then once you become this particular asset that is bringing in this particular amount of revenue, your handlers do not want to do anything to ruin the brand or ruin the revenue that you're bringing in. So if there is another brand that is pretty much have the ability or is exactly bringing in the same numbers or revenue that you bringing in, but they have the potential to trump you, you have a high likely probability to not deal with or reach or choose to not compete with that brand if they're in threat to your revenue or your means of making income, if that makes sense. That's boxing. UFC, MMA, you in this business, nigga, this nigga number one, you fighting him. You ain't gonna fight him, then I'm gonna take the nigga that's number 4 who been trying to fight a motherfucker since forever, and he gonna fight him. And guess what? He fight him, he beat him, he the champ. Then you get demoted to now you number 4. So nigga, no, it's real motherfucking stats and statistics when it comes to MMA versus the sport of boxing. You don't even have to fight nobody significant to be considered or ranked a top caliber or elite fighter in the sport of boxing. You don't even have to fight or beat nobody elite, and they will call you elite. Period. Like, Devin Haney will get smoked forever. Forever. We will talk about him having a glass chin, but the motherfucker fight. You look at his last few fights, motherfucker fighting motherfuckers, man. He not fighting bum after bum after bum. He fighting decent names. And he fighting dudes where they at a good age. He ain't fighting dudes that will be considered past their prime. And a lot of people will argue that with Regis Prograis and Vasily Lomachenko, but those are pretty damn well. We haven't seen Regis Prograis yet, but shit, the fight with Loma wasn't that bad if you ask me. Look, Floyd trying to save PBC. And it was something that my homeboy Gun Rights Mafia said, man. Something that he told me. If Tank Davis was doing so much for PBC in the sport of boxing, why the fuck PBC couldn't keep up Showtime? Why? If these PBC fighters was so raw and they were so much of what y'all was saying, they were so much of these stars that y'all was so that y'all was pushing so much, all from you YouTubers to you fraudulent boxing news reporters, fight hypes, fight hubs, seconds out, you niggas. If they doing all this shit and they such elite fighters, why they couldn't keep money rolling into these networks like Showtime? Why? And also these the same motherfuckers that's also pushing the narrative that the belts don't matter. It's all about money and putting asses in seats and all that shit. But another thing I forgot to mention that UFC fighters don't get that boxers get, and that's why they market it. They market it the way that they do. UFC fighters, from what I've heard, do not get back end money. They don't get the back end money. Boxers do. They don't get more so the pay-per-view money. The boxers do. Because in UFC events, you're really actually selling UFC, MMA, you're selling the sport. In boxing, you actually are selling the fighters when you're having the event. The event is based on the two individuals that's fighting. So they get more of the revenue as far as the back end is concerned in pay-per-view sales, because it's the two individuals that are selling the event more so than the sport when it comes to boxing. I don't make the rules, but that's just how the shit goes. So there are reasons why they try to promote it the way that they do, but in all actuality, they just afraid of losing money for their brands. They're afraid of losing revenue because they know if they take a loss, just one, that depletes the value of the brand and or fighter. So while we talking about seeing the best beat the best and all that, that shit is over with for this era. It's done. It's over. Not gonna see the shit. You might have a handful of fighters that might give you something, but it's over. It is the age of the clout chasing YouTube fighter, social media fighter. The golden era, that shit is over. And all you motherfuckers that's from the golden era that's condoning and supporting this shit, you niggas is hoes. Y'all know fucking better. Don't make no good damn sense for us to have memories of actually seeing the best fight the best in they goddamn prime. Now we gotta wait till these niggas push a goddamn 40 to see these motherfuckers fight. Hopefully it's gonna be something worth goddamn while. But we got the Tank Davises and the Ryan Garcias up here talking like they the goddamn faces of boxing. And we got Logan Paul and Jake Paul and KSI versus Tommy Fury doing the same goddamn numbers as Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis. What the fuck is the stage of sport of boxing is we in? What is this? What is this? First, we based it on the numbers, right? So hold on. So Floyd, we was talking all this shit about how Floyd is this because Floyd is doing all these numbers and he's doing this based on these YouTubers and social media. Floyd numbers finna get shitted on. Easy. Because just like we just had, like I just said, we just had Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia do 1.2 million. And everybody was juicing that shit. And just this past fucking weekend, we had Tommy Fury versus KS goddamn I did 1.2, 1.3 million. Tommy Fury has made more money fighting YouTubers than in his own fucking boxing career. 40,000 pounds, 30,000 pounds, 50,000 pounds. He went from making that shit to making 300 to making 3 million and 4 million fucking pounds. Why in the what is this shit? Fighting a YouTuber. And then he made more money fighting a YouTuber in the exhibition than fighting real thoroughbred killers. And I mean boxers, actual boxers. What's up, Red? Thanks for checking in, my G. I don't even know, bro. Make it make sense, bro. Bro, 1.3 million pay-per-views, bro. And these is the only one nigga, only one person is considered to be an actual boxer. And that dude made more money in that shit than fighting real fighters for real that will put him in position to fight for real chips. Tank Davis, your career is shit at this point. Ryan Garcia, your career is shit. You are fucking minute sand crumbs in the boxing world, bro. For real, for real. Because at this point, you can't tell me shit. Oh, no. You can't give me a fight and tell me numbers no more. Because now all we got to do is wait for these popular niggas in the YouTube community to fight, and they going to crush all you niggas' numbers. All you need in boxing is clout. That's all you need. It's clout. Nothing significant. Clout. Ridiculous. And then they be charging damn near, bro, Steve, they be charging like $50. I don't know the exact price, but I know they be charging like 50, damn near 60 goddamn dollars for a pay-per-view. Especially when it's like KSI or Logan Paul, any one of them motherfuckers. It's all you need, bro. Bro, China, that's all you need. It's followers. That's it. That's why, let me tell y'all something. I'm finna say this. That's why you got motherfuckers like Brittany Renner on Club Shay Shay. Brittany fucking Renner, I gives a fuck about her playing soccer, Shay Shay, Shannon goddamn Sharp. I gives a shit about the bitch playing soccer. That was not the bitch's claim to fucking fame on social goddamn media. This is a bitch that got known for talking thought shit, fucking hoopers, and got a baby by one, and the bitch got famous for telling women to do hoe shit. And you got that type of bitch on your platform, asking this bitch questions about soccer, and this bitch don't talk nothing about no soccer or her soccer years. She would tell your daughter to fuck every Tom, Dick, and Harry that's gonna give her a check. And you sitting there letting this bitch on your goddamn couch. It's the same little light bright piss colored bitch throwing water on niggas. Bitch out of order. Whole bitch all out of order. It's all about clout. This is the social media era. It's all about clout. People will fucking throw down every moral aspect of life in itself for fucking clout, clicks, likes, attention, followers. You niggas is hoes. That's why I don't talk that much on this bitch. You know why? Because my real ass will get fucking famous, and I'ma hurt you bitch ass niggas' feelings. Cause I ain't gonna get famous and change my motherfucking tune. Not for nobody. I'm gonna say what the fuck you niggas ain't gonna say. I give a fuck if it's 5 niggas in this bitch. I'm still gonna say what the fuck I'm gonna say. But you niggas is hoes nowadays. From sports media, all sports media. Hoes. Clout chasing bitches. Just like that nigga motherfucking Gilly the Kid hoe ass. Oh yeah, I got something for you too, Gilly. Gonna sit there and say, Canelo don't fight like Canelo. He don't look the same. Shut your ass up, Gilly. You don't know shit about goddamn boxing. I don't want to hear shit about my brother used to box my cut. Shut your ass up. You ain't stepped foot in that near squared circle and fought shit. Shut up. You don't even know what the fuck you looking at. Go sit there talking about the 154 Canelo used to throw combinations against who, Gilly? Who, Gilly? Don't worry, I'll wait, Gilly. You tell me who Canelo was throwing masterful combo fucking nations against at 154. Gilly. Wasn't fucking Cotto. Wasn't James goddamn Kirkland, nigga. Who the fuck was Saul Canelo Alvarez throwing goddamn combinations against at 154 or 160? Don't worry, I'll wait. The fuck you talking about, Gilly? Shut your light bright piss color ass the fuck up. here running your goddamn mouth about some boxing shit. You better stick to motherfucking music and hip hop. Don't bring your ass, don't segue your little ass over here to this box shit. I'ma rip you the fuck up. I'm trying to tell you, better learn. I don't give a damn if the nigga box a little bit. Nigga don't know what the fuck he looking at. Don't know what he looking at. How the fuck you gonna tell me Saul Canelo Alvarez don't throw combinations the way he did at 54? Canelo Alvarez, Gilly, ain't never been a combination puncher. He has always been a type of fighter to throw 2, maybe 3 shots at a time. It depends on where he have you. The person that you would like to say that throws combinations the way the fuck you talking about is motherfucking Castano. That's the nigga that throws combinations, volume, all the shit. Because if the nigga really was a volume puncher, he did the shit against Triple G. Triple G ain't a fucking volume puncher. That's the perfect nigga to throw volume against. Did the nigga do that shit in the motherfucking 2-3 fights he had with him? No. But when he fought Floyd, did he throw combinations? No. What the fuck you talking about, Gilly? What you talking about, bruh? What you talking about? Mad cause he beat up your boy Jamel, son? He busted your boy the fuck up? Your boy Jamel didn't show the fuck up? Huh? What kind of bullshit is it? And your fucking mom, if you don't shut your clout chasing fake Jesus Christ following bitch ass the fuck up, I got time today. Check this out, Jamal. You need to be stripped. Stop playing with the sport of boxing and just fucking retire. Deal with your motherfucking family in the name of Jesus motherfucking Christ. Stop this fraudulent bullshit you doing when it comes to the sport of boxing. The only reason why you doing this shit is because Jamel was doing this shit. And out of between you and motherfucking Jamel Charlo is the only motherfucker that's a real ass nigga when it comes to the sport of boxing, because you ain't never been that. You the same nigga that's been talking all this bullshit, talking about Canelo, all this shit, and your ass having problems with motherfucking Deverenchenko and Juan Monty goddamn L. Shut up, Jamal. Shut it up. I don't want to hear shit you got to say ever. Ever. You ain't got no business talking about no Gilly the Kid, no Wallow, no nothing, nigga. You ain't even fought a nigga in the top 5 ever. How many top 5 niggas you fought in your respectable 160-pound division, bro? Before, in your whole illustrious career, how many top 5 niggas have you fought? I ain't even said beat. How many top 5 niggas have you actually stepped in the goddamn ring with? Don't worry, I'll wait. I got time today. So, as far as Jamal concerned, shut your ass up. As far as Queef Thurman is concerned, shut your ass up. Gilly the goddamn Kid, shut your ass up. I'm dead ass serious. I'm tired of these niggas. Hell, Oscar De La Hoya, shut your ass up. Cause you're the same nigga promoting this shit with Ryan Garcia getting the world title, but that's the same nigga that said the belts don't matter. Now you saying this whack shit via motherfucking Fight Hub TV. Fuck what you talking about, Oscar. Kiss my ass. And Leonard, bitch ass, greasy ass, bell pepper nose, smeller goddamn B. Nigga, check this out, fake black Santa Claus ass nigga. Check this out. Dig this, Playboy. I've been watching you, player, and I've been seeing how you've been pushing this narrative when it comes to Tank Davis. When it comes to Tank Davis, Leonard, he got skill. We can say the man got power, but he ain't no real raw dog fighter when it comes to this boxing shit, bro. He ain't no goddamn star, bro. Okay? I see what you and Alan Heyman is doing. That's great business. Cool. No problem. But the nigga ain't nothing. He ain't beat nobody of no real significance in the sport of boxing. He ain't did shit. He ain't done nothing. So as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to the motherfucking sport of boxing, Tank Davis is a nobody. He can bring you revenue. He can bring you money. But if Tank Davis retires right now, He is not considered a Hall of Famer. He's a fucking, thank you, Steven. He's a fucking clown. He's a circus act. Okay? Jermell Charlo has a better claim at the Hall of Fame than Gervonta Tank Davis if every boxer was to retire today. Vasily Lomachenko, Devin Haney. Hell, I would go as far as to say Shakur Stevenson because he's won more world titles than Gervonta Tank goddamn Davis. And Shakur Stevenson is more willing to fight for world titles than Gervonta Tank Davis. Shut that cap ass shit up, Leonard goddamn Ellaby. Tank Davis ain't done shit, ain't done nothing significant in the sport of boxing at all. Stop it. Cut the check. All this shit y'all doing, y'all selling fucking wolf tickets. That's all y'all doing. Tank Davis is a brand. He ain't a fighter. Understand that. Terrence Crawford is a fighter that represents a brand. It's a difference, okay? He's a fighter first. Gives a fuck about the brand because he know him as a fighter is going to represent the brand so smooth, he ain't got to worry about losing because he's not coming to lose. He's coming to win every time. And he don't need nobody to talk for him or prove shit for him. He's coming for you. None of these other fighters has that. All these big names, so to speak, that y'all hyping up ain't coming for shit but a check. They don't care about no legacy. They don't care about no glory, no honor. They tripping on that check and they standing behind the excuse. Well, I'm a prize fighter. I'm a prize fighter. We fight for a prize. All you niggas fight for prizes. Everybody fight for money. But when your career is said and done, when it's over with, who did you fight? Who did you beat? Did you really prove yourself to be the best? Or was you just another motherfucker in here looking for a quick check, a quick in, quick out, and was gone? And if that's most of y'all, shut your ass the fuck up. Because I'm going to call your asses out one by motherfucking one. Period. Because a lot of you motherfuckers, when it comes to this boxing shit, is frauds. Frauds. And I ain't just talking about the fighters. Eddie Hearn, you on some fuck shit too. I was trying to help you out. You was saying some cool shit early on. Now, you're on that fuck shit too, bro. You're on the fuck shit too. Cause now you ain't trying to make this shit pop. You ain't forcing the issue like you used to. Eddie used to force the issue. Put it out there, man. I sent them this, I did this. He don't do it like that no more. This shit is cap. Steven said these modern fighters are lifestyle fighters. And that's the thing. If you look at it, bro, think about the PBC model. Fighting that in-house, all the shit. All the PBC fighters are doing what? All the major marquee ones, even motherfucking, even some top-ranked dudes. What they doing? Hanging out with celebrities. Hanging out with celebrities. Celebrities and athletes don't mix. Shout out Bruce Vane. Celebrities and athletes do not mix. The lifestyles do not coincide together. They don't work together. They don't mesh well. Okay? Celebrities, famous people get high, they get drunk, they party. That's the last thing you need to be doing as an active professional fighter. You ain't got no business in a club or no business at a bar. You ain't got no business trying to chase these bitches. You supposed to have your ass living, breathing, eating, sleeping, shitting, pissing, fucking boxing. If you not living that way, you ain't gonna last long. And when it's gonna show when you fighting the real motherfuckers that's living, breathing, eating, shitting, and pissing the shit. When you run into them motherfuckers, it's going to show. Hence, and Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence. Errol Spence is a prodigy of a nigga. Everybody want to say that was the nigga. Errol Spence is an alcoholic. Alcohol and boxing don't mix. And what you saw was a fighter that has a party lifestyle does not take the sport as serious as he's supposed to, and he beat some of the damn opponents he was supposed to beat. But when it came to the fighting the marquee dudes of the goddamn division or the sport, he looked like trash. Anybody can look good against a lower opposition or somebody that's actually weaker or supposed to be subpar than you. Of course you're going to look the way you look. But what you going to do when somebody challenge you? Every motherfucker you fight is not going to just put their head down and bow out. What you going to do when a motherfucker sit there and take your best shot and say, oh, that was nice. Ting, let's go to work. What you going to do? What are you really fucking made of, huh? When your back is against the goddamn wall. You gonna fight or you gonna flight? What you gonna do? What's up with Gabe Lopez, though? What you do with the phone? And what it shows is when fighters are put against the backbone against the wall, they ain't gonna fight nobody. If Ryan Garcia was really that type of a dude, and I don't want to hear Eddie talking about he fighting Duarte and all that, nigga, shut your bitch ass up. That nigga ain't nobody. Who is Duarte? Who is that? Who is he? And I'm not saying it like he's a bad, but who is he? You know a fighter ain't shit when you say a motherfucking name. You gotta hype him up. You gotta hype him up to the fans so we can believe he's actually a D. Yeah, that Oscar said he's so he must be good. Yeah, okay. He ain't no fucking body. You know you're supposed to put him in Isaac Cruz, bitch. Put Ryan in there with Isaac Cruz. A killer. Put him in there with a killer. See what he do. Well, matter of fact, hell, put him in there with fucking what the fuck is his name? God damn it. Devin Haney fought him. Jorge Linares. Put him in there with Linares. Since he's supposed to be this, put him in there with Jorge. You ain't gonna do that, though. You ain't gonna do that. Because Ryan got a glass motherfucking chin, bro. Ryan has a glass jaw. You touch that nigga shit, he's going down. Bro, Ryan Garcia is the Mexican Amir Khan. No diss to Amir Khan, but goddamn it, Amir, you get touched that chin, your ass is going night-night. That's just a fundamental fact about you, bro. So, hey, you're a hell of a fighter. I say you got one of the best hearts in the sport of boxing, but when it comes to that motherfucking chin getting touched, buddy, you didn't have that, bro. I respect your heart. I respect your speed. I respect your willingness to get in there and fight. I respect all that shit. But when it comes to your chin getting touched, buddy, no. And I honestly believe that Ryan Garcia is the fucking Mexican Amir Khan. You touch that nigga chin, he going night-night. He going night-night. He ain't got, and everybody sitting there talking, hyping this nigga. Where is Ryan Garcia defense? Where is his defense? Where is his footwork? The nigga still flat-footed. The nigga still throw his left hook lazy. Bro, his speed and whatever reflexes you are banking it on is not going to get him far. Why y'all not sitting there putting him in there with somebody that's actually going to teach Ryan something? Derek James ain't about to teach Ryan Garcia shit. I watch all fights. I watch certain fights now. I'm not gonna sit there and say I wouldn't watch no current fights. But when it comes to the people that are popular in boxing, when it comes to those fighters, the reason why they don't fight each other is because the brand of the fighter is more important than the fight actually happening. That's why you got niggas like Andre Ward coming forth making excuses saying niggas need to apologize pertaining to Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence making the fight happen behind the scenes. And I made a video telling Andre Ward to shut his piss color ass the fuck up because don't nobody owe them two grown ass niggas an apology. You basically really showing us and telling us that niggas is gonna play this mental game with the fans when it comes to the sport of boxing, and that don't happen in no other combat sports, not MMA, not kickboxing, only in fucking boxing, where y'all really doing business, but you put out in the forefront that ain't none of that shit is going on, and it's this person don't want to fight. No, it's that person. Then you got these unnecessary fucking arguments, which is fucking childish. We grown as fuck, and ain't no goddamn way we supposed to be having these stupid ass fucking arguments if these niggas is really conducting real business behind the goddamn scene. So you mean to tell me when we really want to see these motherfuckers fight, these niggas could be conducting business, but be on social media talking about this nigga don't want to fight me, or he ain't gonna fight me, but they really talking. And mean when we gotta wait 3, 4, and 5 goddamn years for this shit, fuck out of here, bro. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Everybody ain't gonna be Floyd. The Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao shit is a once in a generation thing. Everybody ain't gonna be able to duplicate that shit. So the fact that when we get fighters now trying to duplicate something, when two fighters that are once in a generation type of fighters, we ain't finna see shit like that. And instead of just letting the shit be for what it is, everybody want to try to compete and be that, and niggas ain't finna see no shit like that for a generation or two. Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, regardless if you hate them or you love them, are once in a generation type fighters, bro. Whether you hate them, whether you love them, they are once in a generation type fighters, bro. Period. I even say that about the Charlo brothers. Jamel and Jamal Charlos are one in a generation type fighters. We'll never see no shit like this probably in this era or in this generation. It'll probably be the next era or the next generation, if not the one after that, before we see a group of twins really do something together in the sport of boxing. We already seen brothers do it. It's one thing to see brothers do it, but it's another thing when we see identical twins are in the sport of boxing together fighting, and they're both world champions. So a totally different aspect. And I don't see us seeing that for another generation or two. I binge watch a lot of fights. I binge watch a lot of black and white fights because I look at how those dudes fight, and I see the fact and knowing that the age that they lived in and all that type of stuff. And I still will never say that Floyd Mayweather is the best ever. His narrative is that because of how many champions that he beat, but a lot of the people that he did fight and beat, I don't even remember them being like world champions. I know he won a lot of like regulars and supers and all that shit, but I don't see Floyd as the best ever. Nah. What's up with 913, man? What to do with the folk? But on some real shit. When it comes to boxing, it's all about building your brand. It's all about the clout aspect, bro. It's not about really seeing top fighters fight top fighters. It's really about building the brand. So you got fighters like Devin Haney who will actually send you a contract, actually be willing to fight you, and that fight won't happen. Just like when Leonard Ellaby said that the fight with Devin Haney and Tank Davis at that particular time, even now, it doesn't make sense. That's the dumbest shit a old greasy ass fake black Santa Claus bitch ass nigga gonna say. Is that the fight with Tank Davis and Devin Haney don't make sense. But a fight with Devin Haney and Tank Davis makes hella sense because that's two young men going at it. Two young men with two huge fan bases that people would love to see that fight. You could sell the fuck out that fight. You got Devin Haney, who was undisputed champion. Then you got Tank Davis, who is technically considered to be a knockout artist. And then you got these two dudes going at it. You could sell the fuck out of that shit and make a lot of money out of it. But instead of y'all doing that, y'all rather try to postpone it and push this and push these false narratives when in reality, y'all don't even want to really see these fights happen because it's too much of a toss-up. If you do not know for 1,000% that you're going to win the fight, you're not going to make the goddamn fight. So since you're not sure that you're gonna win the fight with a Devin Haney winner, you're gonna make the statement that fight with Devin Haney and Tank Davis don't make sense, even though it makes all the goddamn sense in the fucking world because Tank Davis ain't fought nobody with a heartbeat. His biggest fucking win, as far as accolades is concerned, is against Jose Pedraza at 130 pounds. and he hasn't fought for nothing significant since. Regulars and supers. Belts that put you in position for contention for world titles, and yet and still, he has not been in there for another world title since he has been in the ring with Jose Pedraza. Shut up, Leonard. You capping for Tank. Cut the cap, bro. Shakur, you should have signed a goddamn contract. You don't hold no goddamn weight of real estate in the 135 division. The champ offered you a goddamn shot. You're supposed to take it. Because if you think you could win, you take your chances and you do what you got to do and you win. You take the fight, you fight them, you win. Now you call the shots. So Shakur, it gives a fuck what you talking about when you saying shit. When you talking to Gilly and these niggas in these interviews, you capping. You capping. Stop it. You doing this bullshit, and if you want to be technical based on the trajectory of the sport and how they run this shit, your brand ain't big enough to call them type of shots. And then Shakur had the audacity, I ain't gonna let you live this one down either, had the audacity to say to the boxing public, you don't offer Tank nothing. You don't send Tank no offers. Fuck what that nigga talking about. The fuck you don't send that nigga no. What he got? What he got? Tank gonna get me to the Hall of Fame? Nope. Tank gonna give me a world title? Nope. Tank gonna add to my legacy? Nope. So, fuck Tank got. Fuck Tank. I could become a Hall of Famer and don't even have to fight this nigga. I'll shoot him something, but if the nigga don't turn it down because he too big of a name, fuck that nigga. I'll win world titles and I'll win world titles in my respectable division and become a more of a Hall of Fame fighter than a person that's just chasing a check. You can chase a check. I'm chasing the Hall of Fame, bro. That's cool. And I don't want to hear shit, Floyd, about you chasing check and got you into the Hall of Fame, nigga. You don't get me fucked up, nigga, because I remember your pretty boy Floyd days, nigga. You needed that shit. Because without your pretty boy Floyd days, nigga, your Money Mayweather shit would have been just by itself as cap. So shut that bullshit up, nigga. Because you went through that pretty boy Floyd phase, and you making sure these niggas don't even do that, and you paying these niggas, and these niggas ain't earning nothing. You giving them everything early. And honestly, I think you doing that shit so none of these niggas will ever actually surpass you in actual accolades. Because in reality, Floyd, you don't want nobody to do better than you. Period. You don't. You don't want nobody to do better than you, for real, for real. Not in this boxing shit. You got like fucked up. And, bro, you know a lot of niggas do. Do you realize a lot of niggas say that shit? I think Tank will beat this dude. I think Tank will beat this nigga. But guess what? He ain't gonna never fight. And the cold part about it, he got the potential to beat him. But he ain't gonna fight him still. You know why he ain't gonna fight him? Because there's a chance that Tank could lose too. Because you know what I think Tank lack as a fighter? And a lot of people give me flack for it. But you prove me wrong then. He don't got mental fortitude. That's why he ain't fighting dudes that you know that he got the potential to beat. But I think because he lacks mental fortitude, they ain't gonna put him in there with him. Because the moment any of these fighters that are actually decent or good realize how to get to him or get to his head or whatever, once that happens, he gonna lose. He gonna start making mistakes. And that's what I think Tank Davis' Achilles heel is he got the skill, he got the power, but he don't have the mental fortitude to deal with somebody who's really giving him problems in there. And when he's really doing shit and it's not working the way he feels it should work, and they're taking advantage of him, and he's really getting caught with shit, that's when you really see his mental breakdown. I think Tank Davis don't got the mental fortitude to really be a great champion fighter. I think he good as a celebrity in front of the cameras and he could sell his brand and all that shit. But when it comes to really fight somebody that's a real killer, he don't have problems. He don't have problems. And he don't got the mental fortitude to push through. I don't think he do. That's the only thing, because why wouldn't you put him in there with certain dudes at this point in his career? Why wouldn't you? The nigga 30. You know what I'm saying? I'd be putting Tank in there with motherfuckers right now. I'd have put him in there with Loma. But he can't beat Loma. Everybody, yes, he can. Yes. Tank has the potential to beat Loma. But once he can't catch Loma, and Loma is moving too much, and Loma is catching him with shit, he don't have the mental fortitude to deal with that at 12. I think Shakur is one of the best, if not the best fighter right now between 130 and 135 and 140. Shakur has the potential, the talent, and the skill set to beat everybody. That just remains to be seen at this point. So, but you won't see Tank fight Shakur. You won't see him fight him. You'll see him fight Frank Martin. You'll see him fight that dude, and you'll see him fight certain other caliber dudes that are of Frank Martin's caliber and our status. But he will not fight nobody that's really like a dog. For real, for real. And if he does, they'll be over 35, damn near 40. Their best years are behind them. The only thing that makes it decent as far as Tank is concerned is the fucking name. And the fighter will probably have some success due to their experience in the game, but they will not beat them, and they'll potentially know that this person will not be able to beat him. That's boxing. That's the era that we live in when it comes to the sport of boxing. Right. And the thing is, you don't really know how good a fighter is. Everybody keep talking about this, and everybody keep talking about how good fighters are, but they ain't fought nobody. You don't know how good a fighter is until they fight another fighter that's actually good. You don't know. How good is Tank Davis really, based on how he beat who? Rolly? Who makes a bunch of fundamental mistakes? Ryan Garcia? A person who also makes a bunch of fundamental mistakes? So he's great because of that? Has he ever been through any adversity in the ring? Nope. Hell, honestly, Ryan Garcia has seen more adversity than Tank Davis. Rolly Romero has seen more adversity than Tank Davis. Tank got to show me a little something before I jump on the Tank Davis bandwagon. I'm not impressed with Gervonta Tank Davis. Tank Davis is not a pound-for-pound fighter to me. Feel free to quote me if you want to, but Gervonta Tank Davis is not a pound-for-pound fighter to me. He has not beat enough top opposition to be considered as such. But that's the era that we live in when it comes to the sport of boxing. It's building the brand. It's not about seeing the best fight the best. And as I explained earlier, in boxing, as a boxer, you get more of the proceeds. You get the back end money. You get the sponsors are more geared for you more so than the gym that you train on. That's why you get to see the boxers wear the sponsors on their shorts, or they have the little temporary tattoos on their back. Okay. Boxers can do that. When you see a boxing event, the boxing event is not more so geared to the sport itself. It's more so geared to the promoter or promotional company and or the fighters. So when you see a Holyfield Tyson, it's those two individuals are selling the event. When you see UFC 135, it's UFC selling the event. So the fighters that fight on UFC 294 don't get the pay-per-view back-end money. They don't get that. They don't get the money from the pay-per-view sale. But boxers do. So boxers are getting way more money, and they're acting like they really not getting that much money. But if they smart and they get their marketing game up, they will be pretty well off. So when they act like they know it's not enough money, they lying, they jawsing, they just trying to milk y'all and lie to y'all so they can milk your pockets for as much money as they could possibly get out of you. So you will not see the best fight the best in boxing because their brand isn't big enough. When they make the excuses when it comes to fighters, that just means they're either actually scared and or the brand isn't big enough. Period. And that's just what it is, man. Appreciate y'all for sliding in, man. Gotta run. Gotta check on the fan band. But yeah, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. It's your boy DT3 the Boom Beezy, man. I'll be going live probably sometime next week. I want to appreciate everybody that hit me up on my Instagram when I had my issue in the hospital. Appreciate y'all. And I'm still here. I ain't going nowhere. No time soon. Look like the good Lord gonna have me here for a good little while longer. So I just want to say to all my subscribers, man, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Didn't even expect to be here today, and yet still I'm here. So I'm good, and I plan on staying good. As I've said all the time, man. Shout out to the set. If you haven't subscribed, man, subscribe to my boy Boxing Logic United. Myra Magnus, aka Double Lim. Go subscribe if you haven't. Andrew Tucker of Andrew Tucker World. If you have not subscribed, go subscribe to him. Jay Beezy, my kneesy, you feels me. If you have not subscribed to my boy Jay Beezy, you know what I'm talking about, go subscribe to my boy Jay Beezy, man. And you already know what it is, man. Gotta give a shout out. You know, I can't not say my boy, General of the Reaper Gang, man. 3K the Boss Man, aka Mr. Two Hands Up. You already know what it is, man. Reaper Gang Radio, man. If you haven't subscribed to my boys, man, go subscribe to my boys, man. We talk about Boxing Logic United. We talking about Andrew Tucker World, Jay Beezy, and Reaper Gang Radio, man. And as we always say at the end of this, man, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. Respect, though.